And welcome on back to Good Morning Driftwood. Penelope, what do you have for us this morning?
Just want everyone to just take a moment to enjoy another trip to Poetry Corner, where today we have a beautiful poem. Thank you.
You can't see me. I'm doing finger snaps.
No, yeah. I heard them. And at first I went, oh no, the line's gone bad. But then I realized it was finger snaps. So just everyone just take a moment to just truly enjoy some poetry. This submission came to us from the poet laureate of Driftwood Isles, who said that this is by far their favorite. So everyone just tuck in. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Ain't that true?
Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb.
Ooh.
So much to do. So much to see.
Amen.
So what's wrong with taking the back streets?
Sometimes those are the best ones.
You'll never know if you don't go.
No, you won't.
You'll never shine if you don't glow.
Oh, you gotta glow first.
Oh.
That's sort of a minimized shine.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Oh,
Yes.
crescendo.
Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, you're a rock star.
Ooh.
Get the show on. Get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Amen. That is gorgeous.
Wait, I think there's more. There's got to be more.
No. That's absolutely that's a poem for today.
Are you sure?
Yep, that's absolutely the
What
poem.
a
I know
beautiful piece of art.
Yeah, I know it feels like there should be more. Like it's one of those
It
poems that
feels
really
like there's more.
it pulls you in and it makes you think, I want more from this.
So many of the best.
It almost
pieces
feels
of
like
art.
if you were gonna. It feels like if you were gonna write this poem, then you should really do the whole thing and commit to it. You know, that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, so many pieces of art, you don't want it to end when it feels concluded. You want it to end wanting more.
Yeah,
you know, because then
absolutely.
it spurs you on to explore your own mind in the way, in the same vein that was you were inspired to just go down.
And
So many within the poem you just said. There's so many beautiful internal, cohesive, just singular lines and pairs of lines that really get the mind.
And that's it. I like in Poetry Corner to really take a moment so we can delve into and see what we each pulled from the poem. And Dirk, you had a very emotional reaction to a lot of the glow, especially.
Oh yes.
You'll never shine if you don't glow. Really?
Because I think it shows, it's sort of a reference as an evolution. You know, no one is born a shining star. No one is born
So true.
shining. You have to glow first. You have to kind of find that spark first, and then foster that spark into an ember that then grows and turns into a fire.
Beautiful.
That then turns into a bonfire, and then you're shining there. You know what I mean?
Love it. And Bench, was there anything that really spoke to your soul?
You know, it's the funniest thing. The moment we started speaking and reading out this poem, I immediately got a very visceral vision. I got an image in my mind. I don't know where it came from, but the moment you started speaking, I could just see. It looked like a swamp that had a little house in the middle, and there was a door being flung open.
Wow.
I don't know what it means.
You're very
but
visual in your interpretation of art, Bench. That's interesting.
I
So
respond
out there.
very visually to poems. Yeah.
So out there, just as a way that your brain has reacted to this. Like, that's such a left field place for your
To
brain
create
to
that
go.
imagery. I also
It's really, I don't know what it means. I don't know where it comes to me, you know?
No.
Who knows why art creates the things in our minds that it does.
And maybe we'll never know.
That's why we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed the line of whoever that lady who looked dumb was.
Oh, she was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb.
Yeah.
In the shape of an L on her forehead.
Because you would look dumb if you did that.
Yeah, like what? Why
You
are you
know?
just walking
You
around
would.
like that?
Yeah. Because it's like you're making yourself look like a loser.
Sometimes there's truth in the words that we say.
Yeah.
You know, really.
And I think it's sort of like, if you are a fool, then you make yourself the fool.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Because she was looking kind of dumb because she had the finger and the thumb on her own forehead. You do that to yourself. No one else can make you the fool. You make yourself the fool.
Absolutely.
You make yourself a fool. Yeah, true. What a concept.
And people do just look dumb sometimes.
Some people do just look dumb
I
sometimes.
think that's a good thing to be aware of.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's been just another delightful trip to Poetry Corner here. You can take off, time to take off your beret, time to put your cigarette in the ashtray, really stop that cigarette out and put down the glass of red wine, and you can, just return to your day. Oh, I'm so sorry. I realized my voice was still in Poetry Corner mode there for a minute.
It's really very soothing.
My voice just lowers, it just calms down. But yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. That's
when you get into your poetry state of mind, a calmness comes over you.
A calmness really does, and it honestly feels as though my brain is operating at the power percentage it should do. Like it just bats away all of the external problems, and it just focuses in. It's sitting in a leather-backed chair, one of those high armchairs. It's wearing a beret. It has a delightful tweed ensemble on, and it's really just enjoying life.
The moment.
Yeah, it's just really.
Well, dare I say, you're glowing.
Thank you so much. I feel great.
Glowing on the way to a
which means
shine.
you are gold.
Yeah.
Hey, truth in poetry.
Truth in poetry.
Truth in poetry. I love that book. It's such a good book.
Such a good book.
Such a good book.
Yeah.
Indeed. And we encourage any of our listeners to submit any of their own poems to Penny's Poetry Corner.
Absolutely. It's so good to get inspiration from anywhere.
Indeed. And I just love hearing your own interpretations of them, because I'm not a particularly poetic person in terms of reading into those sorts of things. So it's really your presentation and the questions you ask that inspire my mind to wander down the wondrous and sometimes terrifying realizations of the poems that you bring us.
Thank you so much. This has been, I love Poetry Corner. It's my favorite part of the week.
What's your favorite thing about poetry?
Oh gosh, I think it's just that there are no rules.
So the anarchy of poetry.
Yeah, just you can get one and it's a fun little limerick. You can get one and it's a beautiful, beautiful love poem. And then you can get one that's just silly. It's just a silly little thing.
You get one that sparks a huge rage. Because one time when you did Poetry Corner, it did start a riot in New Derrick that there was a horrible fallout from. And it was traced back to your poem.
It's an
honor. So you really hold a lot of power.
It's an honor that everyone felt so inspired to flip those cars over and burn down that bank. It's what everyone who runs a Poetry Corner really aspires to.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate.
And they blamed you for it, but in your legal defense, you rightfully passed the blame to Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Who is now a wanted criminal here. So if she ever does visit Driftwood, it's kind of unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
There's an arrest warrant on her. Yeah.
If Maya Angelou ever visits, she is going straight to jail.
It was really unfortunate, especially because we really wanted her for the big festival.
Yeah.
She was
I
hope
they won't enforce it.
I know. Yeah. I hope they've just kind of forgotten.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't have reminded them.
I think they might.
Yeah.
Well, there are consequences to art and there are consequences to poetry. Some of them are beautiful and some of them are wrathful. But that's the magic of poetry, really.
It. And as we go into this ad break, I just want to bring up another outcome, another thing that happened, which is we opened up the ability for residents of Driftwood to purchase adverts on our channel. Previously, you had to go through an agency. Now we do it as direct sales. And unfortunately, we have had a lot of disgruntled Driftwood residents just pay to complain. So today's episode is brought to you by John Portcullis. Potholes. There are too many potholes on my street. I don't care about your street, just my street. How many tires do you want me to lose? Potholes. Get rid of them.
Good Morning Driftwood is executive produced and hosted by Zach Stewart, Laura Hotchkiss, and Daniel Kvoras. Engineered and produced by Zach Stewart. Music by Daniel Kvoras.